G'day there, podcaster. Hope you enjoy this pod. There is only one thing I want you to keep an ear out for in this episode, and it's gory stories. Liam says it, but I think we've peaked. I can't see how it gets better from here. I hope you enjoy.
Previously on Ben, Liam and Bell.
What's your gory story, Andy?
Aussie rules. I was going up for a marking contest, received a compound fracture, so when the bone comes out of the leg, and it went into my opponent.
Dude, that's good honest footy. And now, live across Australia, this is Ben, Liam and Bell.
Hey, I got a pat on the back from Dad after.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, your shin went through his windpipe. That's how they did it back in my day, mate. On over.
Yes, we made it to Friday.
Just hearing that as well, it's Friday. That means gory stories, right? Are we doing that again?
We are doing gory stories. Now, look, if you never heard gory stories before, we normally do it later in the show.
Yeah.
Because the stories can be pretty intense.
I think some of them would have an MA-15 for violence.
Yes, but as you would know, some of the best movies are MA-15.
So true.
And that's why we love doing it, because even though sometimes they make your skin crawl, they are our favourite callers each week.
If you need a little bit of an example and some inspiration, here's an incredible call we had from Pam.
My dad had a high-pressure hose and it shot into his eye, and his eyeball actually came out of his eye and it was hanging by the artery on his cheek, and he said he could actually see the ground with it.
God, wild. 13-2014. If you've got a gory story for us, we want to hear it this evening.
Lisa in Melbourne, what is your gory story?
Okay, so I was around 10 years of age and my sister was around the tennis court with some boy, and so I wanted to spy on her. And so I was kind of running around the outside of this tennis court, but instead ran into this solid steel rod that was kind of holding up the net around the court. I've smashed my teeth, smashed two of them in half, went flying back, ripped the top of my lip totally in half. So blood absolutely everywhere. Got 2 implants. My lips got stitched up. It was an absolute mess, and it was all because I was spying on my sister.
Yeah. Meanwhile, your sister's macking on with Tyson Mitchell's having a great time, and your face has exploded.
Christian in Melbourne, what's your gory story?
About 7 years ago, mate, me and my brother were fishing down by the river in Eltham. Yeah, he's ended up, we were just casting out some lures and stuff like that. My brother's casted out the lures at full force, and I was sort of facing away from the river, and the rods come down, and then before I could even move out of the way, I just saw a split second, I just sort of saw the rod flicking back in my face, and it went straight through my right eye. And the lure had 4 hooks on it as well. When it happened, I didn't actually know whether it went through my eyeball or just like caught in my eyelid. So like I was sort of just, rip it out, you know. And so my brother started to pull it out, and it took him like, if you could sort of picture it, turning the hook right and left, he turned it eight times to pull it out of my eye.
Stop!
And they pretty much tore my whole eye apart. Now I'm pretty much 80% blind out of my right eye. So.
Do you, Christian, do you hold this against your brother?
There's certain things that I'll hold over him now, yeah.
I mean, bro, that is just I think out of all the gory stories we've ever had, that one's going to stick with me the most.
Anything that involves eyes.
Yeah.
I haven't been fishing since 2007, but I think it's going to stay that way until the day I die now. It's not like I'm doing it regularly. I don't think I'll ever get back out there after that.
Rod in Melbourne, what's your gory story?
Oh, mine is I was coming home from a fishing trip up in the Gambia, and I'm driving with my arm out the window catching a breeze, and the car come around the corner, 4-wheel drive. He slid up the side of my car, and the bottom part of my arm come off. I was airlifted to the Alfred Hospital. I was in there for over 3 months.
Because of course we just had a story about fishing, and then I thought it was going to be another fishing one.
And your name is also Rod, which is a fishing name.
But your arm, so you had your arm out and the cars come, it's taking your arm off.
You know when your parents say, keep your arm in the window when you was a kid?
Yeah.
and I was just catching the breeze. It was February 2000, and all I could see is this four-wheel drive, and I thought he was going to hit me head on, but he slid up the side of my car. My arm was still fully out, and it was ripped off. So my car actually spun into a tree, and I had to climb through a window and go and pick my arm up, and then he had called the paramedics. Thank God he had a phone because we were sort of out in the country. And, the paramedics come, and I just said, bandage it, I'm going home, and that was the end of it.
Oh.
Fair dinkum. And did you catch any big fish that day, Rod?
No, I got nothing. I had a few beers. But,
Jeez. Oh, good on you, Rod. See you, mate.
Oh, exceptional. Have we peaked? Have we peaked with Gory stories? I don't know. I don't know if we're going to top that, you guys.
You're listening to Len, BM and Lel.
Now, this is a little bit of an unusual one. Normally we say call us if you have a story about X or Y or Z. But I want you to call right now, 13 24 10, if it's a bad time to make a phone call. Because this week, Liam, you were doing a prank call. That's fair to say?
Yeah.
Yep. You were calling some random Tasmanians.
Yeah, I was posing to be from the Tassie Devils Football Club because you would have seen that they had that new mascot, which looked awful. So I was calling Tasmanians as someone from the club, just doing market research to see how Tasmanians felt about it.
And while you were doing that, you were speaking to this one woman. She was lovely.
Yeah.
You were doing a bit of a character voice.
Yep.
It wasn't until the end of the call that she revealed she was actually currently at a wake.
I'm in the middle of a wake at the moment.
Oh, my God. I'm so sorry about that. It's kind of hard as well because I was so deep in my character that I didn't break. I thought it would be weirder, so I just sort of had to keep it going.
So she was on the phone during a wake. That's why 13 24 10, bad time to be on a phone call. Give us a buzz.
Maybe Nova's playing in the corner right now. Maybe at a wake. I don't know.
We have got a call now. They join us. You are on a phone call, but you probably shouldn't be. Where are you?
I am currently in the shower. I thought I would give you guys a buzz from the shower.
Oh, all right. Is the shower on?
It's Gory.
Are we on speaker or are we up to your ear?
Yeah, you're on speaker.
Do you listen to the radio in the shower?
I do. I have it on speaker. Nova's playing while I have a shower. It's my kid-free zone.
To share your kid-free zone with us, it's nice. It's a special bond.
And how's the shower going? Have you done your hair yet?
No, not quite.
Enjoy
all
the
good.
loofah in there.
Yeah.
People still use loofahs these days?
No.
No.
Yeah,
I wouldn't trust a man who uses a loofah. if you're like, I use this weird sponge to clean my butt. Like what?
I don't use a loofah, by the way.
You sounds like
I
you were
don't
just
use a
feeling out the room.
I feel like you're a loofah man.
I'm not.
Yeah.
He's just like, hey, we're all loofah people in here, right? Just checking before I reveal that I am.
All right. 13 24 10 is our number. Give us a call if it's a bad time to make a call.
Look over there. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's a Balrog. Oh, no, it's just Ben Lehman Bell. I bet you can't keep a mewing streak for this whole podcast.
I don't feel great about it. No need to complain. It's happened. I prank called someone who was at a wake this week. It happens when you cold calling people with pranks sometimes. That's why we don't do it too often.
It was an accident.
It was an
You
accident,
didn't
and
call
she
them
was
going, ha ha ha.
You're at a wake.
wake.
Yeah, no, she was nice about it. We spoke to her after. She's all good. You can check that out in the Ben and Liam podcast from 2 nights ago if you want. But we said, wouldn't it be? Did I say Ben and Liam instead of Ben and Sorry.
It's fine.
It's the Ben Lehman Bell podcast now.
Yeah.
But you can scroll back far enough and it's just the Ben and Liam. That's where the good stuff is.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew it. I get it.
Look.
Put her in.
No, I'm kidding. But look, we have said 13 24 10. Call us right now if it's a bad time. It's a bad time to speak at a wake. D in Sydney, it's a really bad time to pick up the phone right now and speak to a radio station. Why is that?
Yeah, because I'm actually at a wake. We've had the funeral today and we're back at the house having some dinner and stuff, and, everyone's just talking about the good times. I'm at my friend's place. It was her brother that passed.
Oh.
I stepped out for a smoke.
Yeah.
And I had back-to-back smokes because I haven't had some for ages. And I love the radio station, so I've got the app on and I'm listening to what's going on. And it came up to say, call if it's a bad time. And I thought, this is the worst time.
Double wake. Wow.
I mean, that was literally the example we used of why you're doing this. We also thought it's a hard thing to do because we're like, no one's going to be listening to Nova if they're like front row at a concert, for example, or like at a funeral. But I mean, you're chain smoking at a wake right now, listening on the app, and you decided to call, which I love, Dee. And obviously sounds like you've had a tough day, but thank you so much for getting in touch. I mean, it's very nice
okay.
of you.
I've got everyone hunting me down now, trying to figure out where I've disappeared to.
Yeah, you're just on late drive with Ben Lehman Bell.
Honestly, I think we found Nova's #1 fan.
Yeah. And now we've got a call from Georgia in Sydney. Why is it a bad time for you to call?
Because I'm about to give my drive-through order.
Oh, right. Where are you at? HJ's?
I'm at Hungry Jack's, that's it. Same as the previous call-up, my kid-free night, so making the most of it.
Oh, Georgia, can we listen to your order when you do it?
You sure can. Oh, I've just got to give them a number because I've ordered online, but I'm about to order more, so you can definitely hear it.
Yeah, awesome. Nice. Well, you just take your time. When you get there, we'll just stand by and have a listen.
Cooly-dooly.
Truly dooly.
Oh, wow. I love that.
Where are you in the queue, can I ask?
I'm next up at the ordering box, and it feels like it's waiting a lifetime. I'm so hungry. I can smell it. I can taste it. I'm just not there yet.
Yeah. What are you, an ultimate double whopper kind of gal?
No, I'm a Whopper Junior type of girl. 2 Whopper Juniors.
Come on now.
I prefer 2 Whopper Juniors and 1 big one.
Yeah, that's fair. That's still a fair bit of burger.
Yeah, it's smaller than my preferred amount of burger.
Yeah.
So we just wait?
Yeah, we're just waiting. Yeah, we're just waiting. I want to hear it.
So child-free night, Georgia, after this, what are you going to do?
I've been Kmart, I've been shopping, going to Hungry Jack's, and I'm going home and I'm going to eat my little heart out with junk food.
Ultimate mum move.
That is it's the dream mum night.
Wine.
Yeah.
A couple bottles. Bloody hell.
Okay, one's not enough.
Mum's getting cramped. Working up a thirst from all that burger munching and Kmart shopping, huh?
We're up. We're up. We're coming. Hi, how's it going? I've got an online order. Yeah, no worries. What was the number? 6017. 6017, yeah. And can I order something else as well? Yeah, no worries. I just want to get a large onion ring too. Yeah, no worries. Thank you. That's me, guys.
Yeah, a medium onion ring just wasn't going to do it on a Friday night.
I mean, we've sat in the queue for 20 minutes now.
Wow.
Oh, enjoy,
Unreal.
Georgia.
Enjoy your flame grill, Georgia.
I will. Enjoy your weekend, guys.
Bye. You're on Nova.
If you're listening to this podcast at 2 times speed, it's the Ben Lehman Bell Podcast.
Second chance, second chance, second chance. Second chance talk back. Second chance. On your radio. Second chance.
Yeah, second chance talk back. We look back at all the phoners we did throughout the week. We had some good ones. Did you have the medal for bravery? We met some very brave people yesterday. Did you see a hog in the wild? As in like a, yeah. Anyway, there was lots of them.
And we also spoke to people who had things wrong with their cars, just like Kat. Good evening. What's wrong with your car?
I believe it's possessed.
Why?
I only have a tiny little 2-door hatchback, but I can be sitting in the front driver's seat, driving along, minding my own business, and it will randomly start beeping at me, telling me that I've got people in the back seat that don't have their seatbelts.
But is that because I've had that before? It's like if you've got like a bag or something heavy on the seat?
Nope, absolutely nothing on the back seat.
Whoa.
I mean, this is a more boring logistical thought, but I'm assuming it's just the sensors that would activate when someone sits on the seat are just malfunctioning.
No, I think it's ghost car. You're in trouble, Kat.
Yeah, you better call Ghostbusters for sure.
I think someone's put a hex or something on you.
Katie, you've got a story for an unbelievable animal that bit you. What was it?
A crocodile.
Whoa! Like a baby one?
No, she's 15 years old.
Oh my God, how are you alive to tell the tale?
She's a freshwater, so they only eat small things. Bit my arm and let go straight away.
How did this happen, Katie?
I've got a pet crocodile and she got out of her enclosure, and as I was trying to wrangle her and put her away, she just came around and
Got ya.
yeah, got my arm.
Is that legal to have a crocodile? Like a
Yeah,
pet croc?
yeah.
So you just living in the burbs with a croc, or what's the go?
Yeah. Yeah, she just in Officer.
Oh, man. I mean, so...
Yeah, she's in our garage.
What? Hang on.
Wild if, like, someone were to break into your house at night. Like, if they were to try it on, steal one of your cars in your garage or something, and then just bang.
Katie, do you have like a pool for her, or how does that work?
Yeah, a 3,000-litre water tank, and we've built a decking around it, and then it's all enclosed around that as well.
So, and do you have kids, Katie?
Yeah, 3 kids, 3 boys.
Because, like, if they were at school and they're like, yeah, I've got a croc at home, everyone would be like, bullshit. And then everyone would want to come over to your kid's house and come see the croc, and then they're like, oh, my God.
Halloween is the one night everyone knocks on the door and come into the garage and have a look.
This is crazy. I can't believe you got a pet croc in the burbs. That's unreal.
That's wild, Katie. Thank you very much. Mandy has given us a buzz now for Second Chance Talkback. You were also bitten by an unbelievable animal. What was it?
A giraffe.
Unbelievable.
That's cool, Mandy. How?
I was feeding it at an undisclosed zoo because I don't want to publicly shame them, I guess. But the giraffe bit the top of my 3 fingers and actually caused bruising and swelling. And the staff just looked at me and went, "Wash it under some water."
You should sue him.
I mean, if it's one in Queensland, I'm sure they've got money.
Oh, okay. Shots fired from
Attacking
Jackson,
the zoo.
Australia Zoo, as in the nation's
say
favourite
that one.
family. Who is?
I'm just saying.
You-
Mate,
Not a Terry Irwin fan, or what's wrong with you? Like, I mean, everyone loves them.
Go on, Bill. The floor's yours if you want to take him down.
That guy just got 50 mil from Starbucks for some tea on him. If Mandy got bitten by a giraffe.
Bill, if you want to destroy the Irwin establishment, now's your time.
What, you got something against Khaki, or what is it, Bindi? Is it Bob? Who's rubbing you up the wrong way?
I never said it was that zoo.
Not a Steve gal.
No, I love the Irwins. I just, you know how I feel about animals in captivity.
It's conservation as well, Bill. Gee whiz.
Yeah.
Don't get me started.
Do you hate nature?
No, I love. That's the.
Oh, no,
that's
just
the problem.
No, rip some Australian heroes for us. No. Yeah, put your neck out for it. Do it.
If you put on our podcast as you go to sleep, this one's for you.
13/24/10. When did you spend work money for personal use? I don't have a work card. Wish I bloody did. But this guy's no longer going to have one. You see this Netflix director. He's done some big movies with, the likes of Keanu Reeves, 47 Ronin. They gave him 17 mil. They said, mate, you just make this, you're great at what you do. Big Netflix director, 17 million. You just make a new series for us. And he said, yes, sweet, thanks, I'll take that. And then he lost all of it on crypto, cars, and his divorce.
To be fair, if he thought crypto was going to the moon, maybe
dude.
it was an investment.
Like if someone said to him, jump on this Doge, man, diamond hands to the moon, change your life. He's thinking, sick. I take the 17 mil.
Yep.
I turn it into 100.
Yep.
I invest the 17 mil in the moon, but it's just gone all backwards. And now his wife has left him. He's not a director anymore. And we're talking about him on the radio in Australia.
Yeah, maybe he's going through a tough. It sounds like he's going through a tough time, but also could argue maybe it was for research for the upcoming show, and it's all about a guy going through a divorce and invests in crypto.
Yeah, he's method acting, you reckon? He's the director, though, however.
13/24/10. When did you spend work money for personal use? I'll tell you who should be investigated. Our very own Belle Jackson for using the work Uber.
To get to work?
You've used it a few
God
times,
forbid.
mate. You've used it a few times.
Every time I usually send a message and say, is this
Look,
okay?
we're not pointing fingers, but if there were to be an investigation.
There are.
Jackson's account.
I will say,
Jackson's account.
There are many people in this company that have the work Uber account and many people who I'm sure use it as well.
None of them use it, though, as liberally as you.
I do not. Liam uses the Uber Eats.
Whoa! Whoa!
Nah. Nuh-uh. Kate in Melbourne, you tell us. This is your boss. They spent work money for personal use?
Yeah, so we were celebrating milestones. We booked out a karaoke room, had some dinner, had some drinks, had a lot of fun, sung a lot of songs that are really inappropriate. And anyway, everybody was drunk and it came to pay the bill. And instead of paying for what we ordered and whatever, My boss just whipped out the company card and put it on, and the bill ended up being $1,000.
Hell
he
yeah.
showed it up and realised what he did.
No, that's unreal. No, that's actually like cool boss.
Yeah. That's I mean, you could totally say that's a work meeting, no worries.
Okay, at least you benefited from that.
That's true.
Yeah. 13 24 10 is our number. When did you spend work money for personal use?
Ali in Melbourne, did you spend work money on some personal use?
Yeah, I spent just over $2,000
Whoa, what'd you do?
in a week.
Doing what?
We were flown to Brisbane for a business trip, and we got given the staff credit card as like to put down the room deposit, and I could pay for it at the end.
Mm-hmm.
And then during the week, we ended up charging everything to the room, and it went all unnoticed.
I mean, do you work for like a huge company or something, or?
No, it was quite small, but obviously they didn't check their bank statements.
So you did $2,000 worth of room service?
Yes, and movies and room service.
What is this, the 90s when they used to charge for movies?
Yeah, this is wild. Also, I love that, I think the saving grace there was like it was a big, international conglomerate, but, oh no, real ma and pa business. They didn't notice. It's actually crippled them, put them out of business.
We fleeced them.
Yeah, got them good. Brian in Sydney, did you spend work money on personal use?
Yeah, mate. I went out and I spent about $12,000 on white gold for my partner. She was gorgeous. Dancing diamond, full carat, all white gold, only the best for her. And then the kicker of the story is she was cheating on me. So,
yeah, right. And so, hang on, was it like, do you own a business? Was it your company card, or how did you get away with spending?
Yeah, it's me and my son.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So family business,
So it is sort of your money in a way.
But then I guess was the plan there, if you use company money to get the ring, was the plan there that you would then claim that on tax? Because it's your money.
Yeah, just a bit of a creative, business stuff.
Yeah, right. Okay.
I mean, it's a sad story, but also it sounds like you are using those loopholes.
Yeah, dang. She did you dirty. Anon. That's always good when you don't even get a name. In Sydney, you spent some work money on personal use?
So my boss actually spent over $200 on some adult entertainment. And my friend was his accountant who saw the statement and did some research.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. And so when you say adult entertainment, was that like at their house or at the workplace? What was going on there?
Yeah, so some illegal adult entertainment in his personal free time.
Oh,
interesting.
right.
Yeah, he could have been out with could have taken some clients out. Yeah, it mustn't have been good.
It's cheap.
Pretty nasty.
He was a bargain hunter.
He was going to a pretty nasty joint. Had to drive pretty far out of town for that one.
And that's it.
Like that podcast? There's heaps more to listen to if you just scroll back or download the Nova Player app.
Ben, Liam, and Bell.